London Waterloo, the start of a circular cab ride to Waterloo via Wimbledon, Kingston and Richmond. The station, designed by William Teat, was opened by the London and South Western Railway on July 11th, 1848. It was originally named Waterloo Bridge Station, but in 1886 it was officially named Waterloo. Along with this terminal is a through line located behind the station which carries the South Eastern Railway to and from Charing Cross, complete with a station called Waterloo East. The terminal was extended in the early 1900s to have 21 platforms in total. In the 1990s, platforms 20 to 21 were lost to the new Eurostar terminal, which saw the total terminal platforms reach up to 24. At the time of filming, Eurostars were still in operation. However, today the terminal is empty, with all its ticket offices and ticket barriers removed, due to the Eurostars being moved to the new terminal at London St Pancras on its own individual line. The last Eurostar out of the terminal was the 1812 service to Brussels on the 13th November 2007. It is undecided what will happen with these empty platforms, but South West Trains are looking into making use of some of the extra platforms. We are traversing down the Down Main Slow, a busy suburban line which sees a train in the peak hours around every 2 to 3 minutes. The lines on the right in order is the Up Main Slow, Up and Down Main Fast, Down and Up Main Windsor, and the Windsor Reversible, mainly used by Eurostar as far as 9 Elms. Our train today is an 8-car recently refurbished Class 455, sporting the new South West Trains in a suburban livery. Class 508s were once used on the local line services, however they proved unpopular and were sent to the Mersey network, being replaced by Class 455 Type 7s. However, Mersey only wanted 3-car units, so a trailer car from each 4-car 508 set was added to the 3-car 455 Type 7s. This differs from the other Class 455 Type 8s and Type 9s in that they are formed of Class 455 cars. The Class 455 Type 8s were the first batch to be built, with 46 operating with Train Company Southern and 28 allocated to South West Trains. 2 years later, in 1984, the Class 455 Type 7s were built with the added 508 trailer standard open added to the formation. The final batch was built in 1985, consisting of 20 sets for South West Trains, classified 455 Type 9s. The Type 7s differ from the Type 8s in having their air horns located by the coupler, with the Type 8s having their air horns located on the roof by the revised headlamp clusters. Units are the workhorse of all inner suburban workings, except for the odd local service being operated by Class 450s. The South West Trains 455 refurbishment sees a lot of improvements compared to the original layout. The programme sees the 455s fitted with the new passenger information systems, high back seating, airline seating, more space for standing passengers and for bicycles, and improved sliding doors to improve loading and unloading of passengers. Vauxhall, our first station stop, located on the boundary of Zones 1 and 2 on the London travel card map. It opened on 11th July 1848 as Vauxhall Bridge Station on the Waterloo to 9 Elms line. Nowadays the station has 8 platforms, however the centre platforms are hardly used as they are located on the fast lines, with the majority of services passing through. The London Underground Victoria line is located below the station, which opened in 1971. A typical off-peak service through here sees an average 29 trains per hour to Waterloo. There are a total of 285 viaduct arches from the south of Vauxhall Station to Waterloo, each in batches, and each batch has individual names. The first batch has 18 arches and is named Brand's Viaduct. The second batch has 19 arches and is named Coronation Viaduct. The third batch has 5 arches named Rolton House Viaduct, and so on. These equal to a total of 21 batches of viaducts and names. We now come up to 9 Elms Junction, complete with the Eurostar or the 9 Elms flyover. This is where the Eurostars leave the South West Trains network to link with the South Eastern lines towards Ashford. However, nowadays, with the Eurostars leaving from St Pancras, this flyover is hardly used. Adjacent to the now closed 9 Elms station was the L&SWR Carriage and Wagon Works, which closed in 1909 when it was relocated to Eastleigh. The building itself was demolished in the 1960s and was also damaged in 1941 by a German bomb. Above us now is the 4-track main line from London Victoria, which flies over the 7-track South West Trains main line. The Victoria lines then level out with our lines to Clapham Junction, giving a total of 12 mainline tracks between the flyover and Clapham Junction. Clapham Junction, the busiest station in the whole of Britain, is actually located in the district of Wandsworth. The first lines through this area was the L&SWR to Southampton in 1838. There was actually no station on this site until 1863 as a joint venture between the L&SWR and London, Brighton and South Coast Railway to make it an interchange station for the Brighton and Southampton main lines. In the morning of 12th December 1988, the station was the scene of a major railway accident when a faulty signal wire displayed the wrong aspect on the signal before the station. The first train stopped at the signal as the driver reported the problem and proceeded as normal to the station. However, the train behind sped past the faulty signal and collided with the first train, which was stationary in the platform. A third empty stock train then collided with the wreckage. Around 35 people passed away, with over 100 injured. Around 2,000 trains passed through Clapham a day, with around 180 services per hour.